Alright, so Chapter 5 Season 4 is almost here. We pretty much have about 1 day left, and that's it. So obviously we already got the full gameplay and Battle Pass trailer a few days ago, but they're still pushing out some teasers that are new information. So today we got quite a few updates on what the map is going to look like. So the official Fortnite Twitter account as well as the official Marvel account both posted some information. So here's the first image. They said insert superhero landing here, or here, or here. So this shows part of the map, and I'll show you the full map in just a second. But on the left we see the title of the season, Absolute Doom. And on the right we now see the fog removed, because earlier they posted a teaser with fog all around. We couldn't see anything. Now we can clearly see the map. So if you watched my video before, I think we were correct on pretty much everything. So the raft is going to overtake Pleasant Piazza. Castle Doom is in the classy courts and the northeast aspect, so a lot of the snow got removed up there. And then Lavish Lair was replaced as well. So I thought they were going to call it the country name, which is Latveria, but instead they opted for the capital of Latveria, which is Doomstadt. And that is a German word. Stadt means city in German. So that's how you say it's not Doomstadt, it's Doomstadt. I can already see a bunch of people mispronouncing that, but I guess it's kind of easier to say than Latveria. I don't know, both words are kind of tricky. So I saw some people complaining. They said, oh, there's only 3 new POIs and that's it. This is a terrible map change. And I was like, wait a minute, these are 3 huge POIs. I mean, these are absolutely beautiful, as you'll see in a second. Now, before we move on to the next image, right below the word Doom in Castle Doom, you can clearly see that big tower that had the flames going up. It almost looks like it's activated by nitro, but I'm sure that's going to have something to do with some kind of event in the future. Now, I don't see anything in regards to Galactus on here. That doesn't mean he's not going to be on the map, because a lot of people think they saw him in the trailer as a landmark in the background. But on this map right here, I don't see anything. So next up, this comes from the official Marvel account, and look at what we have here. It's a Fantastic Four logo, and they called it Fantastic Feld. So this is very interesting because clearly it's just a landmark. It's the Fantastic Four logo on the left, but it's all destroyed. And by the name of this landmark, Fantastic Feld, we know that they got destroyed. They got beaten. But by who? Probably Dr. Doom. So this not only hints at the Fantastic Four collab and skins coming to the game, but it also makes us assume, like I said, that they lost. So I've landed at this gas station in the background enough to know exactly where this is. You can also notice the railroad track and the bridge leading to the underworld. So I know exactly where this is. It's right about here on the map. So just a little bit southeast from that gas station, and it's a little ways southwest of where Lavish Lair used to be. So now it's going to be kind of near the Doomstadt. Now a hidden Easter egg on this image can be found behind this rock. If we zoom in, that appears to be a golden whiplash. So I don't know why the car is all gold like that. I don't know if that's a new wrap coming out. A lot of people are speculating that there's going to be another Midas skin and that his touch will be able to turn vehicles gold. We'll talk about this again in just a few minutes because there's another golden teaser in one of these images. But that 100% is a golden whiplash car. So if that wasn't crazy enough, then we got this image right here. So this obviously is in Castle Doom, which again is on the northeast side of the map now. And this is his throne room. But look at what the throne is made of. That is one of the Fantastic Four members, the Thing. So this is further proof that Dr. Doom conquered the Fantastic Four, and we have the remains of the Thing as his throne in Castle Doom. That's crazy. But tell me this image doesn't look majestically beautiful. He's got the banners up, he's got the statues in front of his throne, got the candles lit. He's got the stained glass windows featuring his mom, Cynthia von Doom. And of course, he's got that emerald green carpet flowing right towards it. Like I said, some of these POIs look absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have this awesome image. So you may be wondering, well, what the heck is that? It looks like a giant egg of sorts. But any fan of Marvel, in particular the Age of Ultron, will know exactly what this is. First of all, it has Iron Man's colors. So this is none other than Veronica, and I think the first time we saw that was in Age of Ultron. So it comes down from a Stark Industries satellite in space, and it comes equipped with Iron Man parts that automatically customize to Iron Man and turn him into the Hulkbuster. In addition, it also had walls that could self-assemble into an electrified cage that should have been able to contain the Hulk. And in fact, it was Tony Stark and Bruce Banner himself that designed this. And it was just in case the Hulk ever went crazy and had a rampage. So it could contain the Hulk in that electrified cage, and it would assemble the Hulkbuster for Iron Man's suit of armor. So what does that mean for Fortnite and Season 4? Does that mean the Hulkbuster suit could be in there that we could use as a mech? That would be crazy. Of course, there would only be one on the map unless there's multiple Veronicas out there. You can land here and you can transform into the Hulkbuster somehow. That's going to be crazy. But this obviously is in the wasteland somewhere because you can see the desert sand. So somewhere on the southern part of the map. So next up, we've got this haunting image right here. This is a tribute to Dr. Doom's mom, Cynthia von Doom. So there's lit candles everywhere. There's also a bench where you can sit down and pay your respects, and there seems to be a triple chest spawn as well. So this looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's got to be near Doomstadt somewhere. So like I said, this is not the only time we've seen Cynthia von Doom here. We also saw her in the stained glass window in Castle Doom. And this potentially could be a skin coming to Fortnite. She could be in the item shop, she could be in the Fortnite crew. She's definitely not in the Battle Pass because we already know all the Battle Pass members. But the fact that she's referenced at least twice that we know of is a pretty good indicator that she may just be a skin. So what happened with Cynthia von Doom? Well, it's a long story and it's actually part of Dr. Doom's origin story. But to sum things up real quick, and I know this is not the best, but basically she was a sorceress and she made a deal with the devil, or Mephisto. So when she died, her soul was trapped in Mephisto's realm, and she was to be tortured for all eternity. So obviously this did not sit well with Dr. Doom, and he tried repeatedly to get her soul out. So ultimately, he does end up freeing her by fighting with Mephisto. So that's why he's got all these tributes to her. So again, speaking of Cynthia von Doom, this image right here was posted by the official Marvel Comics Twitter, and they literally titled it in honor of Cynthia von Doom. So this is smack dab in the center of Doomstadt, and again, this replaces Lavish Lair. So you can see there's a statue of Dr. Doom in the middle, there's a clock tower, there's quite a few buildings. I think people are referring to this as Anvil Square 2.0, if you remember that from Chapter 4, Season 1. So again, it looks like a pretty spacious POI. That's why I was confused when people were saying there's only 3 changes to the map. These are huge. Now, of note, this one sticks out like a sore thumb. There's a golden SUV on the forefront of this image. So again, a reference to a golden wrap on a vehicle. Is this a Midas skin? Is it something else? Nobody really knows, but we see the SUV, we saw the whiplash, something's turning these vehicles gold, and most people, again, are assuming it's Midas. And then yesterday, the official Marvel Games Twitter account posted this. I didn't get to do a video on it, but it says, maximum security, minimal escape. Enter the raft in Fortnite's Absolute Doom, arriving August 16th. So I think the last time we had a prison in Fortnite was in Chapter 1. Remember that landmark, the prison? That was actually a very popular landing spot. But this obviously is way, way bigger. Like I said, another ginormous POI. So this prison has been used multiple times in the Marvel Universe. It's pretty much an underwater maximum security prison created for the sole purpose of detaining and incarcerating enhanced individuals. So you'll remember people like Hawkeye, Ant-Man, and even the Scarlet Witch Wanda. They were all imprisoned in there. And then speaking of the raft, this looks like an inside shot of it. So this image was posted by the official Fortnite account. And on the left it says Raft Detention Facility. Keep eyes forward, no talking. And then it says D2 entrance of the raft. So this is going to be quite the POI. There's going to be all sorts of nooks and crannies that you can hide in. I can't really make out what this sign says, but that looks like a picture of Magneto. There's like a no Magneto sign right there. So all of these new POIs look absolutely crazy. So what about the rest of the map? Well, the official Fortnite TikTok posted the entire map right here, but it doesn't look like a lot changed. So again, they only have the 3 main POIs, and it looks like the entire wasteland is still in effect, as well as Nitrodrome. So I saw some people point out in the trailer that the train is going to be fixed because they saw it moving. So fingers crossed that's true. I loved the train. But again, it looks like the entire wasteland is still down there. I hope the slurp cactuses are still there as well. I see Brutal Beachhead still. I see Redline Rig, even though it exploded. You can see Pandora's Box is still there, or if it isn't, the hole where it was is there. Brawler's Battleground and Mount Olympus look the same. And it looks like Grim Gate as well as the Underworld are also still there. And it looks like Rebel's Roost in the northwest aspect looks the same as well. So really, the northeast part changed, Lavish Lair and a little south and southwest of that changed, and the entire Pleasant Piazza part changed. So I can see why some people are saying, well, it's not a lot of changes, but if you look at the vast scope of these changes, it's quite a lot. I mean, that entire northeast aspect of the map has been revised. So there you go. Those were all the teasers from today and a little bit of lore behind everything that we saw. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if I missed anything, but this is shaping up to be quite the season. So there you go, that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.